Hey guys, today I'd like to show you 5 of my favorite left hand exercises to get your left hand back into shape and to the next level. So let's get to it. So first of all, before we start, we're gonna take all 4 exercises from easy to more intermediate, and we're gonna take it slow and precise. There's no point in speeding things up if they're not really consistent and precise, because it's not gonna help you in the long run. Most of those exercises gonna work for the right hand when you're finger picking. Some of them they work with a flat pick, so if you're a flat picker or play electric guitar, you're gonna might use this as well. But some of them are kind of exclusively for the right hand picking. The first exercise is the chromatic scale. The chromatic scale consists of all the 12 tones we have in music, and it makes a great finger workout. So the chromatic scale is the easiest of all those 5 exercises we're gonna do. We're gonna start at the very low E string, and then we get 1st fret, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. And then we're gonna move on to the next open string, A string, A, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. Next string, open D, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. G, 1st, 2nd, 3rd. Now here's the thing, the next note is actually the B note, but you can play this either way. You're gonna fret this with your 4th finger, or you're gonna play the next string open. So you can play this either way. You can play 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and then open string, or you can actually play 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and then immediately move up to the next string to the 1st fret. It's good to practice this both ways, so your left hand can do it either way. And then it's just the same thing again, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, open string, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. That's the whole thing, and you're gonna go down the other way as well. A common mistake that I came across is that most people just play 1st finger, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. But the thing that I do is I'm gonna reach out to all those frets and hover my fingers right over the frets that I have just to set it down. So my finger, if my 4th finger goes off the string, it doesn't go like this. All the fingers are right at their place. They're just hovering above the frets, so they're all time ready. So now that we have the chromatic scale down, we're gonna move on to more permutations. So what does this mean? You can take your 4 fingers everywhere on the fretboard, doesn't matter. We don't just play 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can mix it up everywhere you want. Start with your 1st finger, start with your 2nd finger, with the 3rd, with the 4th. So with the permutations, you can go all over the fretboard. You can go 1st fret, 5th, 3rd, 7th, doesn't really matter. So I'm gonna go to the 5th fret, and the chromatic scale was this 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, which is nice, but you're gonna do, you can come up with your own ideas now. You can go like 1, 3, 4, 2, 1, 3, 4, 2, 1, 3, 4, 2, 1, 3, 4, 2, 1, 3, 4, 2, 1, 3, 4, 2. So the next phase would be not just starting with your 1st finger, start with the 2nd finger, like 2, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3, 1, 4. Starting with your 3rd finger, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4. and starting with your fourth finger. 4, 2, 1, 3, 4, 2, 1, 3, 4, 2, 1, 3, 4, 2, 1, 3, 4, 2, 1, 3. So to make it more difficult, you can actually introduce some string skipping ideas. You can go like 6th string, 4th, 5th, 3rd, 4th, 2nd, 3rd, 1st, and then down again, 3rd, 2nd, 4th, 3rd, 5th, 4th, 6th. Go up and down the neck as you want as well. So there's so much layers in this, and you can go to town with this exercise. So since we got our first 2 exercises down, we're gonna move on to the 3rd. And this is my absolute favorite exercise for the left hand of all time. But before we get into this, I hope you enjoyed this video so far. Please like and subscribe and hit that bell button to get notified when I'm uploading more content. So with this exercise, we're gonna move back to the chromatic scale, but we're gonna play this in octaves. So what does this mean? We're gonna start at the low E again, but we're gonna take the next E, the 2nd fret of the 4th string, and those 2 notes are gonna move simultaneously up and down. So for this exercise, we're gonna move down to the 1st fret again. We're gonna start with the low E string and the next E, which is the 2nd fret of the 4th string. And now the way that you can think is every note that you're playing has to go up 1 fret at a time. So we have, and then we have the G and the open G and G sharp. That's the first 4 tones, 4 notes that we're gonna play. E, F, F sharp, G, and G sharp. So we're gonna move that up again. We get to A, low A string, and the 2nd fret of the G string. A sharp, B, with the open B string, C, C sharp, D with the open D string, D sharp, E with the open high E string, F, F sharp, G with the open G string, and G sharp. And that's our goal right there. So now's that 4th exercise, and that's finger cuffing. Finger cuffing is that exercise that all my students have to do, and they hate it. For beginners, it's pretty hard, but it's just practicing every day. It's a great warm-up. Practice it every day, and maybe just not the whole scale, maybe just some, the first 4 tones and the next 4 tones, and then just put it together like that. We're gonna play from the open G string to the 3rd fret of the 1st string and down again. So why did I choose the G major scale? Because it's got some nice permutations on the frets. On the 3rd string you have the 2nd fret. On the 2nd string you have 1st and 3rd fret. And at the 1st string we have 2nd and 3rd fret. So now for the finger cuffing. First thing we have to do is to establish our G major scale. We're gonna just play 1 octave. We're gonna start at the open G string. Then at the 2nd fret we have the A, open B string, C at the 1st fret, 3rd fret the D, open E string, 2nd fret the F sharp, and the G, the high G, at the 3rd fret. So this is our scale. Down again. To start with, I always cuff the finger at the 5th string because it's kind of the easiest to start out with. You'll noticing when you're cuffing the finger at the 4th string, you might get in danger of muting the 3rd string, the G string. The 6th string is hard because it's so far away from all the other tones that we have to reach. We're gonna cuff the 3rd finger, and we're gonna do this at the 3rd fret. The 3rd finger isn't gonna be played. This just sits here, and all the other fingers have to play our G major scale. So we're gonna play the open G string, the A with the 2nd finger, open B string, 1st finger C, 4th finger D, open E string, the 2nd finger at the F sharp, this one is kind of uncomfortable, and the 4th finger at the G. Then comes the 2nd finger at the 2nd fret. And now those 3 fingers have to play our scale. We're going to start again with the open G. 3rd finger now gets the A, open B string, 1st finger C, 4th finger D, open E, 3rd finger F sharp, and the pinky gets the G. And now, you may have guessed it, we do the 1st finger at the 1st fret. So these 3 fingers are going to play the scale right now. So we start again at the G. 3rd finger now gets to the A, open B, 2nd finger C, 4th finger D, open E string, 3rd finger F sharp, and 4th finger the G. So the 5th exercise I know as the Crabwalk. This is kind of the hardest. It sounds weird, but it's an amazing finger workout for the left hand. And if it's too difficult for you, just do one move at a time. We're going to start at the first 2 strings, and we're going to move that down to the other strings as well. The Crabwalk may at first look a little bit confusing and it's sounding weird, but again, it's a great workout. And like all the permutations we did earlier, you can move this thing up and down all the fretboard as you want. I'm going for the 3rd fret, so now every finger has its fret. To make this a little bit easier, I'm going to refer to the fret where the 1st finger goes, the 1st fret, where the 2nd finger goes, the 2nd fret, the 3rd finger, the 3rd fret, and the 4th finger, the 4th fret. So we're going to start at 4th fret E string, 2nd fret B string. Both of these notes are going down 1 fret, and we're going to use the 3rd and the 1st. So this is the first half of this exercise. We go . The second half is actually the same. We're gonna switch the strings. The 4th finger now goes to the 2nd string, and the 2nd finger goes to the 1st string. And then again we go 3rd and 1st on those strings. Now we put these 2 together and we get this. So if you got that right, we're gonna stay at the 1st string, but the other string, we're gonna take the G string now. So it's like, that's sounding nice. So the distance between your fingers is getting bigger, and And that's a real nice stretching exercise. Now we're gonna go for the fourth string. Next, the fifth string. And at last, the sixth string. Well, there you have it. I hope you liked my video. Again, please like and subscribe. I'm gonna upload some exercises for the right hand as well. And for the other content that will come, please hit that bell button. So, see you soon.